And one day during the summertime, he came over my house and we were going to go fishing. And he came over, it was early morning, and he came to our breakfast table and there was the newspaper, and the only newspaper that I had ever read before really was the sports section. And here's my friend comes over and we're sitting around the table and he picked up the business section. And I thought, well, what's he picking up the business section for? And then he flipped over and then there was this one page and it looked like Chinese writing to me. And it was the stock market page.
Now, how old was he at this time?
We were probably 10 or 11. And it was at that time, I knew nothing about stocks or the stock market or anything. And I thought to myself, I said, gosh, this guy knows more about everything than me. And it was a cathartic moment, believe it or not, even though I was a little boy, 10, 11, 12. And I thought, no, I have to learn about this. And I just got this bug because maybe it was a competition thing, or there was something inside of me that said,
did you go to your dad? How'd you get started then?
Well, that was the issue, is that nobody I knew anything about stocks or the stock market. And so I had to sort of put that on the back burner for a couple of years until in junior high school, I had a basketball coach who was a great guy, and after I finished playing for him, we maintained a friendship, and I realized he knew about the stock market. So I had my connection now, and I picked his brain every possible day that I could. It was just...
I bet he loved it as much as you did.
I think he did.
Because nobody was talking about it. People love to tell people about what they know.
Isn't that true?
Especially when it's something like that most people don't get into. My goodness. So you did that for years and years and years. So when you went to college, you already knew you were going to go into finance?
I was very focused. I really did. I was very rare in that I knew that I wanted to get into that in some form. And
when did you get your first stock?
I was 14. It was the summer before my sophomore year. I said to my mother, Mom, we have to go into Boston. And she looked at me and she said, my mom was a dance teacher, and she said, why do we have to go into Boston? I said, I have to open up a brokerage account. And she had no idea what a brokerage account was. And so we did. So we went into Boston and we went into a discount brokerage firm. And back then, if you wanted to buy 10 shares of a stock, the commission was about $75 to $100, somewhere in that range. I mean, it was quite expensive. And I had 3 stocks that I bought, and just tiny little pieces of them, 10 shares of this, 5 shares of this, but that was what I did. And my mom had to sign as sort of the guardian of the account, basically, that she gave it the okay, but I could call and I could make the decisions. And I think she told me afterwards, years later, how she got the biggest kick out of that. And then afterwards we went for lunch together. So it was like a little date after the brokerage account.
Your dad, he just do what you want with the boy.
I think my dad was probably shaking his head and saying, where did we get this kid from? Stocks and the stock market. But he enjoyed my discovery of the stock market because he grew up in New York City and he had seen all the wealthy guys and had always sort of admired them and thought, gosh, wouldn't it be great to one day, be a Wall Street guy? So he had an idealized version or image, I should say, of the industry and of that as a profession. So he certainly didn't stop me from chasing that dream.
That's good. So did you didn't get involved in finance at all like that?
Yeah, it's not like that. It's shame to say, but I was not interested in about finance at all.
Now, how did you get into what you're in now, which is real estate?
Yes, that's my passion.
Oh
my God, that's why, because of the experience working in finance, I didn't have any passion. But I realized after I started to work in there, I thought, oh my God, money is good. you know.
You mean
but
to have it, or what do you mean?
to have a job in finance.
Right. Okay.
Money is not bad, it's good, you know. And then so I was just kind of lazy, just keep working, and money come, you know, just keep working and the money comes. And but I don't like this kind of the job, I'm not interested about this. But I couldn't stop working because, you know, I didn't have any other job experience. And then plus if you compare, okay, I work 8 hours in this company and this company, the money is this much different, and which you wanna take, right? So
and especially when you didn't care about either one.
yeah, so that's why I thought like, you know, it's comfortable, so I work in finance. But I realized like I become 47 this year, but like after 40 years, I started to feel like, oh my God, I'm getting old, and do I regret, you know?
How many years were you in finance?
I don't know how many years.
Wait, see.
12 years or something.
So you started
15,
in your
15 years or something.
So you started in your 30s.
Yes,
in finance.
I started to work 25 in
Okay.
finance.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
something
continued.
like
Okay. And then,
Yeah.
so you liked it. How did you transfer from that into what you're doing now?
Yes, because I realized I'm getting old. Plus, my mom got sick last year, and then I realized, oh my gosh, like you know, life is short. So if so, I should do something I really love. And we have an investment property in America, and I love, you know, searching new properties and think about the, you know, house and the residence. And also, I love helping people. So.